Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Clyde snorted in the Statesville Visitor Center when Harris said he was the mastermind of the cocaine trafficking operation in Salem. Clyde implied that Harris was the kind of worker he would be interested in hiring. Subsequently, Clyde acknowledged that he had been deceiving Harris, and he took pleasure in the fact that Harris was powerless. Harris exclaimed that he would find the evidence to shut down Clyde and accused him of being in control of the drug ring. When Clyde brought up Lucas's thrashing at the jail, he grinned. Harris, infuriated, remarked that Clyde was fortunate that Lucas survived. Harris was instructed by Clyde to stop wasting time on the cocaine cartel. Citing his experience as a Navy SEAL, Harris questioned Clyde's sincerity of desire to pursue him. When Harris claimed he had nothing to lose, Clyde sneered. Clyde continued, saying that if Harris's close friend or relative was harmed, he would only have himself to blame. As Harris became more upset, he gave Clyde the warning not to approach anyone that Harris held dear. Harris left Clyde to his sneering and laughing. When Alex discovered Theresa and Brady sharing a kiss at their flat, he became enraged. Theresa pleaded for pardon. Alex remained silent. Theresa was persuaded to go to AA meetings by Brady. Theresa promised not to let Brady or Tate down, and she agreed. Brady consented to keep Theresa's relapse a secret from Tate. Theresa promised to get in touch with Maggie, Brady, or Alex if she felt like using once more. Following Brady's departure, Theresa informed Alex that she would comprehend if he desired to terminate the relationship. Though he claimed not to, Alex was miffed that Theresa had gone to Brady. Theresa acknowledged that she wasn't sure how she would have survived the morning without Brady. If Theresa still harbored affections for Brady, Alex questioned. Theresa assured Alex that she didn't feel anything amorous about Brady. Theresa stated that it would be best if she moved out and went back to California when Alex was questioned if he trusted her. My mother should be with me, Theresa continued, and I should get myself to a better place till I can see Tate. Brady informed Maggie about Theresa's relapse at the Brady pub. Theresa was invited to an AA meeting by Maggie. Brady nodded and mentioned that he had already discussed meeting attendance with Theresa. Maggie noted that Brady and Theresa both have her support. Steve, who was clearly upset, told Maggie outside the Brady pub that Constantine was taking advantage of her and that he needed to be stopped. Maggie cried out to Steve that she wouldn't listen, expressing her disagreement. Steve argued that Victor and Constantine shouldn't be compared when Maggie brought up Victor's troubled past. Maggie declared that Steve had no business knowing what transpired between her and Constantine. Maggie was cautioned by Steve as he became resigned. Maggie questioned whether Constantine would be better off in Salem once Steve left, considering that he was being harassed by Steve and other people. Maggie's worries were rejected by Constantine. Maggie consented to see Constantine later at the Kyriakis estate. John looked gaunt and unshaven as he sipped his coffee at John and Marlena's apartment. John was curled up on the couch, clearly lost in contemplation. To himself, "What's it all mean?" he said. When Marlena came in, she surprised John by putting her hand on him. After apologizing, John acknowledged that he had not slept for another night. John was asked to explain his lack of sleep to Marlena. John claimed to be all right and to have simply been considering Tate and Brady. John said there was nothing more going on when Marlena pressed him for additional information. Marlena kissed John and walked away. A few moments later, Steve was there. John had been experiencing nightmares, he found out. John claimed he couldn't remember his dreams. But I have learned that when my mind starts going to these dark places, it's because it's trying to tell me something, and it's not good, John continued. Steve brought up his prior encounter with Constantine, lamenting the fact that Maggie remained oblivious to his elder. John suggested that Steve and he used a different tack when approaching Constantine. John stated, "I think it's time we just back off." John reasoned that Maggie would become more and more resentful of him and Steve the more they tried to persuade her that Constantine was a problem. With caution, John and Steve would provide Constantine just enough rope to hang himself. Steve hesitantly accepted John's suggestion. Steve told John to get some sleep on his way out. John applauded as Steve walked away. Constantine opened a dresser drawer in the Kyriakis estate and started leafing through a book. Constantine noticed a red card within the book. "I never thought I would see you again, pawn," Constantine smirked and remarked. Constantine muttered to himself while staring at the card. "Everything in due time," he laughed. Steve had a shot at the Brady pub bar at the same moment. "Old dude, damn it. Is it possible that it is?" Steve questioned. According to the Monday, January 29 spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Marlena Evans will start to worry more and more about John Black and his strange recent behavior. Although John has been having problems falling asleep and is more jittery than normal, Marlena senses that he doesn't want to worry her about anything. Marlena will ask Steve Johnson for help since she believes he could be a more reliable source of support in this case. According to Days spoilers, Steve will be happy to assist, but he won't update Marlena on his personal worries over Konstantin Milianis and the information he might divulge on John's former identity as the pawn. Kate Roberts Brady will worry about Lucas Horton, Brian Dattelot, who was just singled out for punishment for inquiring too many questions of the wrong people. Although Clyde Weston's jail goons retaliated against Harris Michaels' plans for Lucas, Lucas should now be safer as he is being moved to a different place. Fans of DOL will remember that Harris kept Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter in the dark about that location, preserving the mystery of Lucas's final destination. It seems that Lucas will pretend to be a monk and hide out in a monastery for his own safety, as he was evidently in one during the Day of Days trailer. Regardless of whether Kate is aware of the specifics of Lucas' move, she will still be concerned about her son and rely on Roman Brady for assistance. According to previews for other days, Alex Kyriakis and Theresa Donovan will play a game that might encourage him to be more honest. Alex has come to the realization that he is in love with Theresa, but he needs assurance that she feels the same way. When they begin playing Truth or Dare, he could find that assurance. Theresa promised to atone for her previous transgressions, but she won't tell Alex the whole truth about the paternity issue she's brought upon him. Everett Lynch, on the other hand, just told Stephanie Johnson that he's got a confession to make. Everett will have a lot to talk about now that he has confirmed for himself that Jada Hunter is friends with Stephanie and resides in Salem. Stephanie should be furious when she finds out that Everett is the lying, cheating ex that Jada has been complaining about, as it appears that he will acknowledge that Jada is his ex-wife. It's possible that the large jewelry expenditure on Jada's credit card bill was related to Stephanie's engagement ring. Was Stephanie the other lady Everett was seeing Jada with when he was married? Nevertheless, based on spoilers from Days of Our Lives, Stephanie won't be pleased with how Everett handled Jada. Watch to see how she responds to his exciting news. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Paulina Price receives a cancer diagnosis the week of January 22, 2024. Paulina will have the backing of those closest to her, such as Chanel Dupree and Aide Carver. Kate Roberts Brady, though, is a cancer survivor. Paulina and Kate are already great friends, so the cancer survivor could support the politician in her current struggle. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Kate Roberts Brady, cancer survivor. Kate was given a lung cancer diagnosis many years ago. Although Kate overcame the disease, it undoubtedly left an impact on her. Kate brings up the struggle to save her life from time to time. Thus, Kate's past may be connected to Paulina's cancer diagnosis. Days in Our Lives spoilers. Does Kate help Paulina with her cancer treatment through her health mission? Trailer for DOL. Paulina Price's prognosis. Paulina obtains the results of her biopsy during the week of January 22. Paulina is taunted about having cancer, which makes her freak out. Paulina tried to conceal her symptoms for a long time because she thought they were cancer. Chanel, on the other hand, encouraged Paulina to see Kayla Johnson after noticing the lump on her throat. Paulina will have a spinning head. Paulina may not truly hear what the doctor says, even though Kayla may want to discuss treatment alternatives. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.